Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. So today we're going to be doing a what's in my makeup bag. I've done a couple of these now, what's in my bag, what's in my mini bag, and now we're doing what's in my makeup bag. This has been requested a couple times, and I finally feel like my makeup bag is at a point where it's just really good. It just has all my go-to products in it, the products that I know are gonna get the job done, especially when I'm out and about, maybe I'm traveling. These are the products that I'm gonna reach for. So yeah, I'm really excited to show you guys what's inside. This is what my makeup bag looks like right here. I don't love this one, but at the moment, you know, it does a good job. It's a good size. I just like the way that it, you know, has a little handle right here, the zipper. I just like it. But I just kind of want something a little bit cuter. Also, I feel like if this was a tiny bit bigger, that'd be perfect. So I am on the hunt for a good makeup bag. If you guys know any, let me know. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. So here is a little overview of the bag. I just have a palette in there, so that's what it looks like there. But I might as well go ahead and show the palette first. So the main reason that I have this palette inside my makeup bag is honestly mostly because of the size. It's just a perfect compact size, and it does have a variety of shadows in there. And for me personally, I just really enjoy the shadows. I am a warm tone kind of gal, so this is right up my alley here. So you do get 12 shadows in here. I think that's really great, especially for the size of this. And this is the Laura Geller Cinnamon and Spice eyeshadow palette. I also really enjoy how it has all the shade names on the back there. I really like that. Mine is a little bit dirty, so please don't look super close. I'm gonna say one thing right now, you guys. My makeup definitely doesn't look the prettiest because I'm constantly using it. These are like my go-to products, especially everything inside my makeup bag. So there's probably gonna be, you know, eyeshadow on this, foundation, you name it. I'm not gonna go in any kind of order. I'm just gonna pick out of the bag and show you. So next we have the e.l.f. bronzer palette. The reason why I love keeping this in my makeup bag is because you get 4 different shades in here. So it gives you a little bit more option than just having, you know, a solid one single shade bronzer, you know what I mean? And this is also such a good product, you guys. I really enjoy it. Also, very messy, as we can see. Like I said, you do get 4 shades. Now they all are definitely very warm toned, but for me, that's what I enjoy with a bronzer. I don't really contour. I mostly just bronze up my face, so this works perfectly fine for me, especially on the go. I can, you know, choose from any of these and be like, I'm good. If I'm a little bit more tanned, I'll go with the dark shade. If I'm a little bit more paler, I'll go with the lighter. So I really enjoy having this in my makeup bag. I'll tell you right now, you're gonna see a lot of e.l.f. products popping up because I love them. I think they're so great. Also, I think I forgot to say, but this is in the shade Bronze Beauty. I think they have 2 different like shade ranges for this product. Okay, next I have a setting spray. This is the Illamasqua Hydra Setting Spray. I got this pretty recently in my advent calendar. I'll link that right up here. Pretty much the only reason why I keep this one in my makeup bag is the size. This is just the perfect size. Most setting sprays are pretty big, and honestly that's not going to fit in my makeup bag. Also, talking about the setting spray itself, it's pretty great. It definitely does its job, you know, gets your makeup nice and set. I have no complaints. Do I think it's the greatest setting spray in the world? No, I definitely have tried better, but for me, what gets me is just the size of this. Okay, next I'm going to go ahead and show all of my concealers. Yes, I have multiple. I really just can't pick one and go with that. I've got to have, you know, a couple options. So I do have 3. I'll start it with this one first. So this one is from the brand Kokie Cosmetics. It's their Be Bright Illuminating Concealer. I like this one for a little bit underneath the eyes, just mostly in the inner corner there where I'm like very, you know, sunken in blue. This one is a little bit more, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it has like an oranger kind of undertone to it, so it works great for that. I also really like using it for like a spot conceal as well, like on top of foundation, so really enjoy this one. Next, I have the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. This is the satin finish. This one, this is so good, you guys, especially for, you know, dark circles. This is so freaking good. Like, honestly, you guys, I have never used a drugstore concealer that can cover like this one. This is so amazing, especially for the price point. It's honestly a steal. It works so good, so I always had to have this one on hand. And then last but not least for concealer, I have the infamous Tarte Shape Tape. I used to be obsessed with this concealer, and I feel like, I don't know what's going on with my skin. It's not really loving it as much anymore. I feel like the thing with Tarte Shape Tape, it's a great concealer, it's really good coverage, but you can't use too much at one time or it's gonna get cakey and just not good. What I like to do is I actually use these 2 together, the e.l.f. and the Tarte, and I'll take the e.l.f. one and I'll just, you know, do my concealing, and then I'll take a tiny bit of the Tarte Shape Tape and just put it right there and just blend it out, and it just gives a really nice, natural, good coverage look. So I love these. Can't go anywhere without them. Okay, so I might as well go ahead and show foundations next. So I actually have 2. So this one is the e.l.f. Flawless Satin Foundation, and this one is a foundation, but I use it as a spot concealer before my foundation. if that makes any sense. It's so good, you guys. The coverage on this bad boy is like no other, let me tell you right now. So this is the Dermacol Flawless Studio. I can't really tell because mine is absolutely beat up. This is a pretty well-known foundation, especially for its coverage. I know this is used a lot in like theater makeup and stuff like that because, like I said, the coverage is insane. You only need a little bit and you're good to go. I definitely wouldn't use this as an actual foundation because it's way too heavy. But if you do have a bad breakout, just put a little bit on. And then I just go ahead and I follow up with my regular foundation, put that on, and it just looks so good. So I love both of these. This is my go-to foundation right here, you guys. I used to use the Estee Lauder Double Wear. So expensive. I love it, but it's so expensive. This is just as good. And I think it's like $8. So you don't always have to spend a lot to get a good makeup product. You really don't. So next I have a blush. This is the Natasha Denona Blush Glow Duo. Now the reason why I keep this one in my makeup bag, it's not my favorite blush in the world, I gotta say, but the reason why I keep it is because it has a blush and a highlighter inside. So that way I don't have to, you know, pack another highlighter. I can save space basically. And it is a good blush. I have other favorites, you know what I mean? So this is what the blush looks like right here. I don't want to blind you guys with the mirror, but it's just a really pretty pink color. I'm actually wearing it today. I don't know if you guys can tell. And I'm actually wearing the highlighter today as well. I don't know if you guys can see that either, but it's just a really pretty palette. I really enjoy this. Natasha Denona, again, is a little bit pricey, but this has lasted me so long, you guys. Like, you really don't need to use a lot at one time. And honestly, the pans are pretty small, so a little goes a long way. Next, I have a setting powder. This is just a little mini size. It's from e.l.f., but I can't remember off the top of my head what it's actually called, so I'll pop it up on the screen right here. It is in the shade Sheer. When I first got this, I hated it. I thought it was absolute garbage. I did not like it at all. I don't know what happened. I don't know what changed, but it's honestly become one of my favorite setting powders. And also it's perfect for a little makeup bag because it's so petite and so tiny. It does a really good job at brightening the under eyes and just setting everything in place. And I really like this too because I don't get too much creasing with this either. Now the thing with this though, I feel like why I didn't used to like it is very drying. So I would say if you are having a day where your skin is a little bit more dry, you might not like this one. It's definitely gonna cling on to things. But lately for me, my skin really hasn't been very dry, so this works perfectly. I feel like I just can't not use this now in my makeup routine. Like it's so good. So these kind of go along with the setting powder. They're just my sponges. If you're wondering where my makeup brushes are, I don't actually keep those in my makeup bag. If I, you know, do travel, I'm gonna keep them in like a travel brush bag, you know what I mean? So that's why they're not in here, but I do keep my sponges in here. So these are just solely used for powder. I don't use them for foundation or anything like that. I have two different ones. This one is more of a like triangle, like pyramid kind of shape. And what I like about this one, you can really get in there, get all the creases, get right in the corner, and it does such a good job at just getting that powder on there. It's not gonna move, nothing's gonna crease. This is a must-have. And honestly, I don't see too many people using sponges that look like this. Let me tell you right now, if you have an issue with creasing underneath the eyes, give this bad boy a go. You're gonna love it. And then I do have this one as well. I do also use this one with my setting powder. So when I'm done with this sponge, I'll just go in, you know, pretty lightly and tap away any excess with this sponge. And then I might go over like my smile lines, my forehead. It's just kind of like a little touch-up sponge. All right, next I have an eyebrow pencil. This one is from e.l.f. It's their Ultra Precise Brow Pencil. To be quite honest with you guys, I really only use powder for my brows, but if I'm on the go traveling, then I'll use something like this. It's just a little bit more convenient, and also this is a really great pencil for your brows. I just prefer doing them with powder, but I really do enjoy this pencil as well when I do use it. What I like about it is that it has a really fine tip, so you can kind of get like actual, you know, hair strokes in there. It's just really good. It's very natural. I think sometimes when it comes to brow pencils, it's very easy to be like heavy-handed with them. With this, it's super easy to use. I gotta say, it's very like beginner friendly. So I love this. e.l.f. again. I love e.l.f. clearly. All right, next I have my Very Dirty Lash Glue. This is from the brand Duo. I think pretty much everybody knows about them. They're super popular. I feel like they're honestly the best lash glue that you can get, and also they're drugstore, pretty cheap. I am a lash kind of gal, even on the go. I just feel like falsies really just complete your look. So the ones I'm wearing right now are the ones I carry in my makeup bag. I just don't have them in my bag right now, so this is kind of like a little pair right here. So I have 4 lip products in here. I love my lippies, so I'll go ahead and start out with the chapstick first. This is actually from the brand, I think it's pronounced Lovo. I don't know too much about it because my best friend actually gave this to me, but it is such a good chapstick, you guys. It almost has like little exfoliant beads in it. It's really hard to explain, but it's so soothing. It also smells like marshmallow. I love it so much. So love this. Gotta have a chapstick. You guys already know how I feel about dry lips. No. Right, next I have my trusty dusty good old Wet n Wild liner. This is a must-have for me. I feel like I can't live without this. I feel like that's very dramatic, but it's also very true. So this is the Wet n Wild Color Icon liner, and it's in the shade Brandy Wine. Such a good liner, very natural. It's kind of like my go-to lippy. Like if I don't know what to do, I'll throw this bad boy on. And also what I really like about this liner too is that it pairs so well with other, you know, lipsticks or glosses. It's just a good shade and I love it. And it's humongous and super cheap, so love it. Okay, next I have this right here. This is kind of like a newer product for me. I actually got this on Wish. It's from the brand Miss Rose, and it's a like 2-in-1 lipstick and liner, but I pretty much only use the lipstick part. This is in the shade Showgirl. What I like about this is it's just a really good shade to kind of like dab on your lips and then throw a gloss over top. It's actually what I have on right now, and that's usually what I like to do with lipsticks. I don't really like, you know, put them on normally. I just kind of dab them, take my finger, you know, kind of shear it out a little bit, and I just like the way that looks. And this is a really pretty shade. It also, like I said, does come with a liner if you want to use that as well. Don't really love the liner part. It doesn't really like stay, but the lipstick is great. And last but not least for lip products, I have the KAB lip oil. This is so good, you guys. I actually got this pretty recently as well. I love a good lip oil. It's honestly just like the perfect consistency. It's not too sticky. It's not too runny. It's just amazing. I love it so much. And also, even though it does look purple, it doesn't come off like that. It's just clear. I just really enjoy this. This is something that I wear pretty much on the daily. I don't know if I said the shade name or not, but it's in the shade Juicy Melon. So next I have the e.l.f. Wow Brow in the shade Neutral Brown. This is just essentially a little brow gel, and I love it because, again, super small, super compact, fits perfectly in there, and also it is such a good product. If you want your eyebrows to stay up and in place without having that like crunchy feeling, this is the product for you. Also, again, super cheap, drugstore. We love it. All right, you guys, and my last product inside my makeup bag is actually a mascara. This is from, again, the brand e.l.f. This is their Lash It Loud Volumizing Mascara. I am obsessed with this mascara. It's so good. And now I will say I don't find this gives much volume, but I really like the length that this gives. For me, that's pretty much all I look for in mascara anyways, is like length. Again, drugstore, super cheap. All right, you guys, that was everything in my makeup bag. Let me know in the comments below, what is your go-to makeup item? What is something that you always have to have in your makeup bag or in your collection? Let me know. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to give it a big like and subscribe because I really appreciate that. Also, don't forget to go follow me on my TikTok and my Instagram. Both will be down below. I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, guys.